Hello, everyone. Our first major organization nominations this morning with the Critics' Choice Awards nominations. You know, I'm just excited. We're entering the season. We get to react to nominations. We've got Golden Globes in like 3 days at this point. Predictions for that should be out either later today or early tomorrow morning. Yeah, I don't have a ton of time to do this, and I'm alone, unfortunately. Can't schedule it with anyone else, but we'll talk. We'll have a video discussing these in further depth with Anthony. But yeah, without further ado, let's just react to these. This also might not be extremely edited. Okay, I'm going to be scrolling. I don't know if they did a video announcement. My internet's not good enough to handle that anyways, so I'm just going to be scrolling. Let's see. Best picture. Begonia. Okay, so for alphabetical Avatar is not in here. If we're alphabetical Avatar is not in here. Fuck. That's not good. I saw Avatar. I liked it. Fuck. Okay, I'm happy for Begonia though. That's a good boost for it. It was my number 11 in predictions, so I thought it was plausible. Frankenstein, yes, of course. Hamnet, of course. J. Kelly, I thought it. Yeah. I just need Train Dreams to get in here. That's all, please. Rise Supreme, of course. One Battle After Another, of course. Your winner. Sentimental Value, yep. They managed to do an international film. Sinners, yep. Train Dreams, and is that it? And Wicked for Good. Okay. So the only difference in my predictions is instead of Begonia, I did Avatar. Everything else is similar. So I think that's the big miss here. Avatar did not make it. I think that might have to do with it screening too late. You had to write in Avatar for all of your categories. It wasn't for all the below the line categories. And yeah, they screened it like the week of like a few days before voting, but voting had already been open. So I think some people maybe just didn't see it or didn't love it. So not a great start for Avatar. It's looking like of the two blockbusters, maybe Wicked has a better shot, but I still feel like you can take out probably Wicked or Begonia for It Was Just an Accident. One of those two might make it in. Okay. Not too crazy. Not too crazy. I went 9 out of 10 there. Actor. Joel Edgerton, please. I mean, if they got into picture, it should be an actor. Timothy Chalamet, of course. Leonardo DiCaprio. That is who your race is between. Joel Edgerton, thank God for Train Dreams. This Golden Globes, I think he's going to make it at the Oscars, guys. I've been predicting it for a minute, but I'm excited. Ethan Hawke, thank God. I was worried they might not have seen it. Okay. Michael B. Jordan, of course. And Wagner Moura, they managed to do it. They usually don't do foreign language performances. They did do Sandra Hüller. That's the only recent one I can remember. So that's great for him, honestly. That's a very, very good sign for him. No George Clooney, no Jesse Plemons for Begonia, which is interesting because they made it into picture here. And I would think this is like the place he is strongest. I know lots of critics loved that performance. So yeah. I think this is I think your 6 is probably in here. I think Timmy, Leo, Joel, Wagner, and then one of Hawke or Jordan is probably your final 5. So nothing too crazy there. Nothing too crazy. There's going to be craziness somewhere. Actress. Jessie Buckley, your winner. Yep. Rose Byrne. Thank fuck. She needs to be nominated. It's the best performance of the year. So, okay. Good start. Chase Infinity, of course, One Battle After Another. Ron Rensby, Sentimental Value. Yep. Amanda Seyfried for Testament of Anne Lee. So is it Cynthia or is it Emma Stone for Begonia? No, Cynthia Erivo. Wow. This is the place I thought she was going to be the strongest too with the Critics' Choice. I really don't think it's happening at the Oscars, guys. I think Ariana will happen. Text will happen. Maybe picture still. But actress is too competitive. And I feel like Ariana was able to show like new aspects to her performance. She's able to be more emotional rather than more of like the comedic angle in the first film. Whereas I think Cynthia, well, great in both films, kind of is similar in both of them. So I think the fact that she's not doing anything new or surprising people like I think Grande does hurts her. And I know lots of people say that her package deal, but I feel like Grande is going to be nominated here and Erivo wasn't. So I think that's not going to be the case. Other than that, I mean, I had those first. I had Erivo instead of Seyfried. It's good for Seyfried because Anne Lee did not do well on the short list here, so I was worried about it. So I think even if the film gets nothing else at the end of the day, I think she'll still get in. But okay, that's definitely the craziest thing so far since Erivo missed. Okay, Supporting actor. This should be an easy 6. If it's not, then something a little crazy happened. Del Toro, of course. Elordi, Mescal, Sean Penn, Adam Sandler, Stellan Skarsgård. That's your top 6 everywhere. Makes sense. I don't even really have anything else to say. Supporting actress. Elle Fanning. Please do Inga. If they don't do Inga, come on. Grande, see? Yep. Not a package deal in this case. Inga, thank God. The best supporting performance of the year. Thank God. She should be winning, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm glad they did it. Amy Madigan, I think you're a possible winner here. They did do it. I made a switch last night. I had Regina Hall originally, but I did do Wunmi Mosaku is doing very good so far this season. Won the Gotham Critics' Choice. I don't know where else she could hit. Maybe BAFTA. I think she got nominated for her. I think like His House. Maybe SAG if they love Sinners. She's a viable contender to get in there at the end of the day. In our last spot, there it is, Tiana Taylor. That's I was gonna say, where is Tiana Taylor? They positioned that weird, but yeah, okay. That was the 6 I predicted. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Erivo is definitely the big thing so far, in the acting categories at least. Young actor, actress. Who knows? My only thing here is I took a swing with Anna Sophia Hager for She Rides Shotgun, but I doubt that will happen. Oh, they did do one of the Play Kids. Okay, I wasn't sure if enough people had seen it. Everett Blunk. Miles Caton, of course, he's probably going to win. Carrie Christopher for Weapons, yep. Oh, I was considering doing her. Yeah, Shannon Gorman is great in Rental Family. Jacoby Jupe for Hamnet, of course. And Nina Yee for Left-Handed Girl. Okay, she's also great in that. So some great shout-outs here. Interest, no Aiden Delbus for Begonia. I know it was one person I predicted. I think that was probably the big miss here. I know some people were thinking Mason Thames for How to Train Your Dragon. I think that's probably about it. Easy win for Miles here, I would say. Director. Did they do like 10 spots or like 9 or whatever? Let's see. PTA? Yep. You're a winner. Coogler? Yep. Del Toro? Yep. I think it's going to maybe be the easy top 6. Josh Safdie? Yep. Joachim Trier? Yep. Chloe Zhao? Yep. Did you do more? No. You just did the easy top 6. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Nothing crazy there. OG Screenplay. Jay Kelly. Mari Supreme. Sinners. Weapons. Sorry, baby. They have taste. They did it. They have taste. Okay. Is there another one? Cinema Valley, of course. Yeah. Okay. The one I had there instead. What did I have there instead of Sorry, Baby? I had. My brain isn't working. Oh my God! It was just an accident. Dang, they really do not go out for international films besides like ones with like Hollywood stars in them, or I guess. Damn, that's gonna win original screenplay in my opinion, and it's not even nominated here. That's not great, but they just clearly don't love international films for the most part. I don't know. It's weird because Secret Agent Wagner was able to get in for Secret Agent. Sentimental Value is doing fine. It got all 4 acting noms. It got director, got screenplay. So maybe I have to reassess, but I still feel like it was just accidents winning screenplay. But we'll see. Not a great thing to miss. Adapted screenplay. One Battle. Train Dreams. Thank God. No Other Choice. Okay, it's the first time it showed up. Okay, I wasn't sure how it was going to do here. I know some people thought it would make a picture, but I think screenplay international kind of makes sense to me. I don't think it'll get editing, but we'll see. Thank God. That's a great pick. Frankenstein, yeah. Begonia, okay, yeah. And Hamnet, okay. So they didn't do Knives Out, I think is the big miss here. That's pretty much it. Nothing else too crazy, I don't think. So, yeah. Okay, I'm happy for No Other Choice. Casting and ensemble, those are 2 separate things, by the way. Critics' choice, but okay. Hamnet, yeah. Jay Kelly, Nina Gold, double nominee already. She's like one of the most iconic casting directors out there. So, Mari Supreme, One Battle, Sinners, and God, the formatting. Oh, Wicked. Okay. I think that's the easy top 6 there in the predictions. I won for a long shot, and I thought they might do Long Walk instead of Jay Kelly. But Jay Kelly's doing pretty good, despite not getting Clooney. I think that's a sign going forward. Jay Kelly can do well without Jay Kelly himself, kind of like Irishman couldn't do well without De Niro. I think Jay Kelly can easily get into picture at a lot of these places and miss for Clooney. Just like I think Grande can get in and Erivo can still miss. I think some theories are being proven wrong this morning. Cinematography. This should be the easy top 6. Never mind. F1. Okay. Dang. Okay. I don't think that'll end up happening at the Oscars. I feel like that was probably number 6 out of everything here. Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle, Sinners, Train Dreams. So the one that missed, what even missed? Oh, Marty. Yeah, Marty isn't. If Marty is not like that's an extra category it gets if it's like super strong. I still probably have it in at the Oscars. But I might not actually. Actually, no. I think my Oscar group is these bottom 5 here. So never mind. Okay, yeah, nothing too insane. Congrats to F1. I think F1 will do well with the text here. Production design should be easy. Never mind. I should stop saying that. Fantastic Four. Trevor mentioned this during the predictions that this is something they could do with like the 6th spot here, and I doubted it. But it is a like timely like future period piece sort of thing. Good production design. So okay, I see. Frankenstein. The rest should be easy. Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sinners, Wicked. No One Battle. No One Battle. Okay. I don't know if I expected One Battle. I feel like there's something here that I was. No, I didn't predict One Battle. Oh, Avatar. They did Fantastic Four instead of Avatar. Dang, guys, this is a bad morning for Avatar. Avatar heads not be doing good right now. But they would have had to write it in. That's the thing. It's hard to tell. I don't think Avatar's going to do well at the Globes, though, so I don't know. I'm worried about it. But, okay. At least it'll probably get visual effects and sound, at the very least. And maybe song, but we'll see. Editing is no other choice in here. Let's see. Okay. A House of Dynamite, like soul editing shout. Okay. Okay. I mean, I love the editing in that film. I like that film unlike a lot of people, but interesting. It's the first thing it got. Okay. F1, yeah. Marty, One Battle. The Perfect Neighbor for editing. Huh. Good film. I just did not think that this organization would be the type to do a doc in editing. I think that Perfect, and what's the last one? Yeah, Sinners. I think Perfect Neighbor is clearly your documentary frontrunner at this point, and the fact that it got editing here is a good sign, and being the frontrunner is never a good sign for docs. Interesting list here. No Hamnet, no what else is even missing? No Hamnet, no Frankenstein, no Other Choice. I know lots of people thought that this was like it's gonna get editing. I still have doubts about that film overall. But yeah, no Other Choice, Hamnet. Those are your big misses, I would say. But neither of those. Hamnet doesn't. I think Hamnet will probably get the Oscars for editing. I would hope because it'll be top 5. But yeah, some interesting shots there for sure. I like the swings. I like the different picks. Costume design. Did they do Hedda? Frankenstein, Hamnet, Hedda. Yes, I predicted that. Yeah, great costumes in that movie. Great costumes. Should have nominated Nita Haas, let's be honest, but I'll take it. What else? Kiss of the Spider Woman. Okay, what missed then? Sinners and Wicked. No, Marty, once again. Some of these, I wonder if it's either like being late releases or Marty's just not as strong as we thought in some of these categories. These are categories that Marty can miss, like cinematography, like costume design. I think it's pretty safe in places like production design and editing. But these are categories that can't miss. So it's not a sign of like super major weakness, but it's a sign that might not like be like as big of a nomination contender as maybe some people thought. I think that's it for the major stuff missing. I know some people thought maybe One Battle. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. Hair and Makeup, 28 years later. Frankenstein. Sinners. Smashing Machine. Weapons. Wicked for Good. That was an easy 6 to predict. Makes sense for the Oscars. I think you drop one of these probably 28 years later, and that's probably your list. The effects. If Avatar's not here, I'm offing myself. Avatar. Thank God. At least it'll win an Oscar at the end of the day. Avatar will win an Oscar. That's all I need. What else? F1. Frankenstein, yeah, even though the visual effects are not great. Mission Impossible, yep. Sinners and Superman. Yeah, I think that. Oh, Sinners, I did not predict. Sinners isn't. They're just nominating Sinners for like everything, I feel like, which I kind of expected them to do. That's why I switched to Wound Me and Supporting. There are some other potential shouts here, like Predator. No Fantastic Four here, but doing it in production design is interesting, to say the very least. No Wicked here. I don't think Wicked will get in there at the Oscars either. The first one, people forget, the first one did very weak. Wicked with visual effects precursors. It only got one. It was very questionable if it was going to get in at the Oscars, and it got in because it was strong enough in picture. That's not the case this time around. And the visual effects are about the same level of weakness as in the first film. But yeah, okay. Avatar's category to win. Stunt design. Avatar, please. Please, I'm being desperate. Ballerina. No Avatar. But Ballerina has great stunts, so I'm happy for that. F1. Yep. Mission Impossible. Yep. One Battle. Yep. Sinners. Yep. Warfare. Okay. I wonder if they do it in sound. If they did it here in stunts. I think the one I did instead of Warfare was Superman. And I think that might have been my only difference. Or maybe. Nothing too crazy here. A Ballerina should probably win this. It probably won't. But yeah, I think maybe F1 wins. Maybe. Animated feature. This should be an easy 5. Arco. LU. Oh, maybe not. In Your Dreams. K-pop. And Little Amelie. What missed? Because that the easy top 5. Oh, they usually do only 5 here. Zootopia 2. Okay, never mind. That's your easy top 6 then in this category. Easy peasy. Comedy. Who knows what this category even is? Battle of Wallace Island. Lovely film. I just don't know what this category is. So, Eternity. Okay. Friendship. Great shout. Hilarious. Naked Gun. Yes. Phoenician Scheme. Okay. And Splitsville. No Roofman. No. I just don't know what they do with this category. Like some years it's like they have a bunch of films that are also in best film in here. Like One Battle could have been in here. Marty Supreme could have been in here. They were high in the odds everywhere you could predict. But then some years it's like, no, we're going to do different films that are comedies, highlight those other films. I just don't know what this category is. So we're just going to move on. Foreign language film. It was just an accident. Its only nomination, probably. That's crazy. Left-Handed Girl. Yeah, I think critics in the Netflix availability makes it very, very strong. No Other Choice. Yep. Secret Agent. Yep. Surat. Yep. Berlin. Yep. Is there something missing here? Oh. Sentimental Value. What? It got like everything else it needed to, but not foreign language film. Did the critics not register? Like, do they count it like as something else because there's some English in it? I don't know. Maybe because they showed it so much love in other categories, they decided to spotlight other films here with their nominations. Weird, because I would say Sentimental Value showed to be pretty strong here, but it missed in foreign language film. So, I don't know. That is intriguing. Let me see. I didn't, that's the furthest. No, I can't zoom in more. Okay. That's the furthest I can zoom. Belen is also one that apparently critics have been like getting majorly pushed at them in campaigns. So I guess that worked. Keep an eye out for it, I guess. I think we're only probably going to get 3 films here and at the Oscars. So, and Cinema Value for Neon will be one of them, along with It Was Just an Accident and one of No Other Choice or Secret Agent. But yeah, no Cinema Value is crazy, but there's something going on there. I don't think that means a ton. Song. Did they not do sound yet? Let's see. Drive. Okay. From F1. F1 doing pretty good here. I told you guys. Critics like F1. Golden, your future winner. I Lied to You from Sinners. Clothed by the Sun, The Testament of Anne Lee. It's this and Safe Read. It's only nominations. Okay. I'm keeping an eye out on that song. There are some great songs in that movie. I need to re-listen to what that one is, though. Train Dreams, thank God. I think that can get in at the Oscars too. and The Girl in the Bubble from Wicked. Yeah. So no double nominees here overall. I thought they might do two Sinners. They didn't do two Wicked. Spread the love in general. No Dream as one for Avatar. Avatar flopping a little bit, guys. Flopping a little bit. Let's see if I can get sound at least once we get to that. But score first. F1. Once again, they love it. So they did Begonia in picture, but it only got what, Stone in the screenplay? Because I doubt it got score then. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty, One Battle, Sinners. Yeah. Interesting. I feel like maybe F1 was like number 11 in picture here, given the way it's performing. But yeah, Begonia not super strong, but still made picture. Could maybe do the same at Oscars, still get actress, screenplay, and that's it. Okay, interesting. Sound at long last is Avatar here. I can't even. What is that even for? F1, no Avatar. Guys, it's rough out here. It might be over. Okay. Jesus, there's a lot of names. Frankenstein, One Battle, Sinners, Surratt. Okay, nice shout. Surratt is an interesting. What's our last one here? And Warfare. Oh, they did do Warfare again. Okay, it is, I guess, the main thing here, or Avatar. I think one of those can still get in at the Oscars. But yeah, interesting. Is that our last category? What else do we have? Oh, so the totals. Who led? Sinners definitely led. Begonia only with 3. Oh, this isn't even in like leading order. Come on now, guys. You need to format a little better here, Critics' Choice website. Whereas Sinners, I feel like that's definitely One Battle got 14. Cinema Valley was 7. Sinners was 17. I thought it was gonna lead. Yeah. They love Sinners. They love Sinners here. Okay. Those are my reactions. I didn't get too reactive because there was nothing too crazy there. I'm also just not an extremely reactive person. I'm also a little tired right now. So yeah, those are my reactions. Probably not extremely edited. What are your guys' thoughts on these things? I think the craziest misses are definitely Erivo, an actress. That's definitely the biggest thing that comes to mind right now. But yeah, we'll have Golden Globe predictions tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll have the reaction to said nominations on Monday. Over the weekend, we'll probably have a video covering like all the things, all the smaller things that have happened, like Independent Spirit Awards, NBR, AFI. Talk about Critics' Choice a little bit more in depth, all that. So look out for that over the weekend. So yeah, first nominations of the season, and they weren't too insane, but they had some spiciness in there. I'm mourning Avatar. That's also my other big takeaway. I don't know if it's gonna happen, guys. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Probably not. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna go mourn. Bye.